Welcome. This is Carrie with Conversations with Carrie. This started, meaning Hurricane Mellisa, started October 13, 2025. And at that time, it was just a wave off the coast of West Africa. Uh, October 21, it became Tropical Storm Melissa. The pattern of the direction it was taking was meandering. It was very difficult to decide if it was going to hit Jamaica or if it was going to hit Jamaica, where it would hit. October 25, there was rapid intensification. So October 21, it became Tropical Storm Melissa. October 25, it became a Category 1 hurricane. And in 2 days, which is October 27, it became a Category 5 storm. By this time, we knew if it did not hit Jamaica directly, because of the size of the storm, we knew Jamaica was going to be impacted, maybe even severely. Now, since about October 21, rains started. So rains would begin at approximately 1:30 in the afternoon and would just continue. So by October 25, the ground was saturated, already saturated. October 28, I was in an office in Florida watching as this hurricane approached Jamaica. And we knew it was going to be something to reckon with. So there we were in Florida, not being able to focus on work. There was contact with our family members, but in the early mornings of October 28, communication was cut. And we knew that this was going to be something serious. So we have news media in Jamaica, and one of the things we were praying is that they don't do something really silly like they always do, going out for the rain to drench them and the wind. And we've seen, projectiles hitting persons. And believe me, a part of the prayer was, Lord, do not let any of these foreign people go into Jamaica covering the news and get hurt. Okay, so we're watching to see exactly where this hurricane is going to land. Meanwhile, in Jamaica, my understanding now is that people were taking stock of where they are, the potential impact, and whether or not they should remain where they are and go to safer ground. But remember, initially, nobody was sure exactly where it was going to hit. So nobody knew where safe ground was. But knowing the history of hurricanes in Jamaica, people got to understand the structures that would and would not withstand. So last minute persons were moving from their homes into other more secure buildings. And my mother and my sister, they were doing the same, except for them, their secure building was actually an unfinished building, but it had a new roof with hurricane straps, unlike the house that they were living in at the time. That turned out to be a really good move. Now, as I mentioned before, that we were in Florida watching this hurricane, and so contact with our family members were interrupted. So we were relying on what was available on the news. And so one of those things we were watching was Jamaica Eye. So Jamaica Eye has cameras set up at various places. And so we were going from camera to camera to camera. But the one at the flat bridge, I think, was the most telling because we were there watching as the flat bridge slowly disappeared. And at the end, we could not see Flatbridge and we did not know how high the waves came. There were projections that there could be storm surges of 16 feet high. And 16 feet high is pretty tall. It would probably cover a two-story house, well, almost cover a two-story house. I know that one story is typically about 10 feet. Okay, so almost a two-story house. Okay, so we were just watching and waiting to see what was going to happen. We're listening to the news and persons, we saw the Prime Minister, we saw former Miss World Lisa Hanna, and we saw some other uh, YouTubers uh, who were outside of St. Elizabeth that were keeping an eye or something. And, we made, for at least for my mother, we tried to make preparations as best as possible. We had um, solar, we had solar generators, we had Starlink, etc. And believe me, at the end of it, the solar panels were literally torn up like it was nobody's business. The Starlink, we were not able to get it down from off the building on time because remember, in 2 days it went from category 1 to category 5, and the next day it was on. So the focus was on getting people to safety, battening down the houses. Remember, they're going in an unfinished building, so they were putting up things at the windows, etc. And so all the plans that were made were blown away with the wind. And we could see the aftermath of the hurricane. Just to let you know that the hurricane spent about 4 hours in Jamaica. It took about 4 hours for the eye to cross Jamaica, meaning it went from the south side to the northern side in about 4 hours. And in the 4 or 5 hours, about 5 hours, for the eye to cross over. It made the effects, of course, as we said before, was longer. All right. But at the end of it, first off, is we continued to depend on what was going on in the social media space and the foreign coverage spaces. We were not hearing from anyone in St. Elizabeth. Okay, my mother lives in St. Elizabeth, my father lives in St. Elizabeth, my stepmother lives in St. Elizabeth, brothers live in St. Elizabeth. All right, most of my family are there in St. Elizabeth, and we were just not hearing anything. And so, of course, we were very concerned about that. And so, started reaching out to all my contacts on the ground. Our organization has people on the ground in Jamaica, some in St. Elizabeth, some outside of St. Elizabeth. So my first priority was finding out if my family were safe. And so I called team members and I called friends, and I had people actually going and they would, give me feedback to say, okay, we were able to get this far, but no further. So we had persons coming from uh, Manchester and from Kingston. And for the first couple of days, because of the blocked roads and the damaged roads and the power lines down, they were not able to get in. And so my second concern now was, okay, if they were there and everything is damaged, persons can't get in, I wonder how they are with food. And so we sent monies into Kingston to persons that we knew. And after a couple of attempts, after a couple of days, they were able to get to my family. We got food and water into the community. And then I decided I needed to go. As soon as I heard that the commercial flights started and the roads were clear to get into St. Elizabeth, then I decided to go. And ladies and gentlemen, nothing prepared me for what I saw. And, I've had persons ask me, where are the pictures? Where are the videos? Etc. And I went down, and after a while, I had to stop. I had to stop. And I have videos and so on, and I will post them as time goes by. But after a while, I just had to stop. It was so overwhelming. I could not recognize the place where I lived. Uh, it looked as if fire passed through. The trees were all stripped bare of bark and leaves. Vehicles were turned upside down. I know that they're using container homes now in Jamaica, but when I landed in Jamaica and as I was driving, there were some things that were immediately evident to me. You had containers that were flipped. There were multiple vehicles um, broken down at the side of the road. Electrical poles were hanging and they were unstable. It was, even though they had gone and started clearing the roads, even for one-way traffic to pass, even that was dangerous. Okay. So when I got there and it was like, oh my Lord, a house used to be here. The house is no longer here. You had concrete structures with steel that was literally ripped up and twisted up like it was nobody's business. And so, um, even talking about it is a little bit emotional because it is hard to describe. And as much as we try, the pictures don't tell. Okay. And so, literally, I'm inviting people to come to Jamaica with me to see 5 months later what the state of the island is in, and to reinforce to persons that this is truly a long-term proposition. But people on the ground, they still need help. They still need our help. And so we're going to highlight to you some of the things that Parish Ground Global Ministries Inc. have done in collaboration with a lot of really, really um, good-hearted people. All right, even and I'll say this before I show you this video that I have prepared, is that while I was there and people were helping me, I did not realize that these people who were helping actually needed help. And that's another thing. They were there helping me to find people when their houses were also damaged. And the losses are great. I'm not going to spend much longer on this. What I want to do is to go ahead and show you some of the things that are already done, and then we'll come back and look at some more things.
Welcome to our update on the hurricane relief and rebuilding efforts in Jamaica, brought to you by Parish Ground Global Ministries, Inc. The devastation caused by the hurricane on October 28, 2025, was truly life-changing for the Siloa and surrounding communities. We're here to bring hope. We first want to take a moment to recognize the key supporters who made our initial efforts possible. A huge thank you to DHL Express, our main support during the Jamaica Relief Mission, for their unwavering support in kind and cash. We also extend our gratitude to Sharon Anderson, Sprouts, Ms. Sophia Kennedy, Haven Worship Center, Oren Baker Music, Healthcare Hands Across Jamaica, and all our private donors. Since the hurricane struck, Parish Ground Global Ministries, Inc. began delivering hope, water, and food in Jamaica as early as November 1, 2025, and this crucial work continues today. Our success in reaching focus areas and beyond is due to our dedicated team on the ground and strong associations with other supportive organizations. Thank you to Brata Backyard Poetry, Emerge Multimedia, Pure Grow, Evangelist Blake, Friends of Andre Hilton, and Guiding Light Charities for their invaluable collaboration. To date, we've delivered crucial items essential for immediate relief and recovery, like power saws, tents, mattresses, sleeping bags, tarpaulins, solar lights, and solar power banks. We also provided sanitary and hygienic items, blankets, clothes, food, and water, along with vital baby items including diapers, wipes, food, and clothes. Beyond material aid, we focused on community engagement to lift the community spirit and encourage resilience. We co-sponsored Morgan's Fitness 5K on December 13th, 2025, to support the Siloa Basic School and encourage the Siloa and surrounding communities. As initial relief stabilizes, the Jamaican people now require long-term housing to fully recover. We urgently ask that you contribute to our building fund to support the rebuilding of the Siloa Basic School and assist those in need of housing.
Yes. Roses are red, violets are blue. Mellisa destroyed us, but we will be back.
Just like that, yes. We're on the spot. We're making sure that we do our part to help Siloa Basic School, the people of Siloa.
These funds will be directly used to purchase essential building supplies and pay for the labor needed to rebuild the Siloa Basic School and support housing projects. Parish Ground Global Ministries, Inc. is committed to enhancing lives and protecting children through 4 core mandates. Our mandates are education, agriculture, nutrition, and housing. These pillars guide our long-term vision. We thank you for your support as we continue to build Siloa and surrounding communities, fulfilling the mandates of Parish Ground Global Ministries, Inc.
This
together.
is the beginning of Holland Bamboo. That area just south of Lacovia. As we can see, everything is stripped absolutely clean. And the leaf. The bamboos all gone. It's heartbreaking to see.
So that is just a highlight of some of the things that we have done so far. In addition to that, the Medical Executive Committee at the Palm Beach Gardens Medical Center made a substantial donation, and that has gone into getting roofing supplies for the Silo Basic School. So we're hoping to give you, well, we will be giving you some updates on that in future sessions. Okay, so we, of course, this is the first in a series that we are looking at. We're going to be looking at like the days immediately following the hurricane. We're going to show you some of the damage that was done. But right now, it's just, I need to remind people of some of the things that I grew up on, and I think is a stimulus in our approach to our long-term dedication to helping Jamaica. Take a listen. Just Okay, so that video somehow did not show, but I'm sure you recognize that Jamaica Land we all love is in need of our love today. And so we are going to give Jamaica our love. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to end there for today. We ask and we encourage you to join us at the 2026 Global Healthcare Conference that is coming up. We have three major ways in which you can support the people of Jamaica. Number one, you can purchase a ticket to the 2026 Global Healthcare Conference. Even if you're not able to come, we encourage you to purchase a ticket because the proceeds go towards the Silo Rebuilding Fund. Second, we ask you to buy a block, a literal physical block, which costs about $10. Okay, and that will go towards putting in the physical structures for persons who still need a place to live. All right. And we ask that you join us in Jamaica. We want you to see. I've spoken with persons, even people who are from Jamaica, born and bred in Jamaica, who is now living in the United States, and they still do not understand exactly what happened in Jamaica. So I'm inviting you to come with me to Jamaica. Let us give you a tour of the Jamaica you knew and what is left of St. Elizabeth, Westmoreland, of parts of St. James, parts of Trelawney. All right. And so we ask you to check the links in the description and join us for our 2026 Global Healthcare Conference in Jamaica. And join us also for our, I'm not sure what's happening here. Join us also
Welcome to the future of healthcare. Get ready for the 2020
in Jamaica. Come join us. Come and see. Come and see what is happening in Jamaica and how it is that you can help. I'm trying to get one last thing here, and please forgive me. I am getting this thing going right. Oops. Nope. But anyways, okay. So we're inviting you to the 2026 Global Healthcare Conference. The link will be in the tab. It's the theme is Future Ready Propositions, Resiliency, and Rebuilding. It's going to be April 28 to April 30, 2026 in Silo, St. Elizabeth, Jamaica. And we are going to share with you as the time goes by the focus of the days. If you follow us on, Conversations with Kerry on Facebook and Child Education on Facebook and Instagram, and of course, Carrie and Carnegie on LinkedIn. You will get to see some of our speakers, the focus, etc. But of course, we'll highlight it here as well for you to see. So join us again for our next broadcast on, just reflections on Hurricane Mellisa, the impact it left on Jamaica, where we are today, 5 months later, and how it is that we can continue to help those who are still waiting for support. Thank you and have a beautiful day.